Signs that you have a sluggish liver. The liver is the most important organ when it comes to our health. A lot of people underestimate that. Doctors don't know about it. Even alternative health practitioners don't even know how crucial that organ is in our bodies and what it can do for us, what it actually does for us every single day without us even realizing or mentioning or appreciating it at all, and what kind of health issues, what kind of symptoms are showing up in your body when this organ is sluggish, when it's overburdened, or when it's even pre-fatty. What's actually going on in your body? What's happening then when you have a sluggish liver? What kind of symptoms you can have? What are the signs of a sluggish liver? This is what we're going to talk about in that video. And just to explain to you how important that liver is, what it does every day, you can picture it as a sponge, and every single toxin that is coming in your body, your liver, this organ, which sits around here, this organ is responsible in detaining these chemicals, in getting rid of the toxins that are entering, foreign invaders that are entering your body every day without you seeing it even. Your liver is trying to take care of that. Your liver is trying to get rid of these toxins as soon as possible. Your liver is trying to neutralize these toxins. And if it can't neutralize these toxins, it stores these toxins in your liver. Yes, it can make the liver more sluggish, but if the liver would let these toxins flow in your bloodstream, these toxins could get into your heart or your brain. And your liver is trying to protect your heart and your brain at all costs, even if it has to sacrifice for itself. So let's get into some signs of that you have a sluggish liver. So first of all, what I can say is that all skin issues, all, without exception, are from a sluggish liver, sluggish overburdened liver. Why is that? Because skin diseases are coming from toxins and from pathogens most of the time in your liver. Let's pick as an example eczema and psoriasis. Eczema and psoriasis is caused by Epstein-Barr virus and mainly copper and a little bit of mercury in your liver. And then the virus is feeding on these heavy metals, releasing dermatoxins that can creep up on your skin, causing these rashes. Lupus is almost the same. It's also caused by EBV. All these skin diseases, these mysterious also autoimmune skin diseases, starting in the liver. Vitiligo is the same reason. Seborrheic dermatitis, regular dermatitis. Any other age spots, also a liver issue. These are toxins that are coming up from your liver. If your liver wouldn't be sluggish, your liver would be able to handle these toxins and pathogens better, so you wouldn't have these skin issues. You can remember all skin issues are coming from a sluggish liver. Even brain fog can be because of a sluggish liver, because there are pathogens, again, Epstein-Barr virus, in your liver. And if your liver could handle them better, these pathogens, or if your liver wouldn't be so overburdened with heavy metals, for example, if you would cleanse your liver even more and your liver would be in a better place, this liver and the pathogens in your body, in your liver, wouldn't be able to feed on so much heavy metals and then release neurotoxins that are getting through your bloodstream, through the blood-brain barrier into your brain, diminishing neurotransmitter chemicals, which is interfering with electrical impulses, which is diminishing electrical impulses, because you need clean neurotransmitter chemicals in order to have clean and sharp thoughts, in order to have good focus and concentration. But this is actually starting in your liver, because your liver is not able to attack and to get rid of the viruses and the toxins in your liver. The next big thing that you have a sign of a sluggish liver is that you have gallbladder problems. Gallstones, for example, form because there are so many toxins that are coming from your liver in your gallbladder. And because the gallbladder is a little bit colder than the liver, there are stones that are forming when these toxins are coming into your gallbladder. It's a liver issue, what's happening there. And other signs of that you have a sluggish liver are basically all gut issues. All gut issues, everything that's going on in your gut, doesn't matter if it's bloating, constipation, IBS, SIBO, even gastritis sometimes, IBS, SIBO, gastritis, Crohn's, colitis. All of these conditions are starting in the liver, and here's why. And I explained that to you with the example of bloating, and then I can explain you, and then you realize, okay, that's why the liver is so important for our digestion and for our digestive tract. So the liver, one of its main functions is to produce bile in order to disperse fats and proteins. And if you eat a high-fat, high-protein diet, your liver has to produce more bile, which is overburdening the liver because the liver has so much to do already. It has so many jobs every day: vitamin and mineral storage, detaining harmful materials, getting rid of toxins in your body, storing these toxins, storing glucose as glycogen and releasing that glucose again. There are so many other functions the liver has to do, and if you eat high fat, high protein all the time, your liver has to produce way more bile in order to disperse these fats and proteins. To the degree that your liver is not able anymore to do that, then your stomach glands have to kick in even more and produce more hydrochloric acid, also known as HCl. And the stomach glands, or basically the stomach and the liver, they have a connection. The stomach is realizing, okay, the liver is struggling, it's not producing so much bile anymore, I have to produce more HCl in order to be able to digest the foods that are coming into my body, specifically fats and proteins. This is possible, this is also manageable for the stomach for a limited amount of time, but only for a limited amount of time, not for a longer period, which is leading to stomach glands that are weakened as well, which is leading to lower hydrochloric acid. And then we have the perfect scenario for gut issues and bloating, because then if you eat high proteins and high fats even longer and you don't stop doing that and you don't change anything about your diet, that means these fats and proteins land undigested in your intestinal tract. If they land undigested there, they rot and they gas and they putrefy, and then these undigested fats and proteins, they produce ammonia gas, and that ammonia gas is causing that bloating. And this is basically the reason on why you get bloated. It is weak HCl and weak bile, and it started in the liver. It started in the liver. And because it started in the liver, we have the perfect environment in our gut for pathogens there. Streptococcus bacteria is rising there when you have low bile and low HCl, and then you have these fats and proteins, and then the Streptococcus bacteria, the viruses, the shingles and the EBV, they can feed on these foods in the intestinal tract. It's a perfect environment for them to thrive. So then you get IBS and SIBO from Streptococcus, for example. You can have constipation from Streptococcus, which is causing the inflammation, which is lowering down your peristaltic action, causing you to have constipation. You can have colitis from the shingles virus, because the shingles virus has a perfect environment to thrive, to feed on the foods that it finds there, and you don't take care of that. Crohn's can actually also happen if you have EBV, strep, or heavy metals in your intestinal tract. This is how these gut issues evolve if your liver is overburdened and sluggish. Do you realize it all started in your liver? The next thing would be mystery high blood pressure. Mystery high blood pressure is a liver condition because your heart is drawing blood from your liver. If that blood is clean, that is coming to your heart, there's basically no high blood pressure, because it's just an easy job for the heart. But imagine you're sucking water through a straw. That's when everything is perfect. But if the liver is more overburdened, the bloodstream gets more thick, the blood gets more thick, it gets more dehydrated, and then it's like sucking soda or Coke through a straw. So you see, okay, now I need a little bit more pressure. If the liver gets even more overburdened, that means that your blood is so toxic and so thick that it's like sucking milkshake through a straw. And then you have high blood pressure because you need more pressure. The heart needs more pressure to draw that toxic blood from your liver. Mystery heart, that's actually the cause of high blood pressure. Mystery heart palpitations, that you get these heart palpitations, the doctor checks everything looks fine, you don't know what's going on. That's a liver issue. There's there's Epstein-Barr virus in your liver causing waste, and this waste is coming from your liver into your heart and is clogging up the mitral wave there, which is causing these heart palpitations. So it also starts in the liver. It's like a jelly-like substance that is coming from your liver. It's not something that you have to be actually worried about. It's not something that you have that's actually dangerous, in my opinion, but it's still a sign that you have a sluggish liver. Even mystery hunger is a sign of a sluggish liver. If you crave sugars, if you have mystery hunger, if you can't get rid of your mystery hunger, if you're always hungry, even though you eat all the time, that means your glycogen storage in your liver is low and you don't provide the right kind of healthy glucose for your liver to build up these glycogen storage again, that you get rid of your carb cravings. That's the single most reason on why you're craving carbs. And it's a healthy sign that you're craving carbs. And then the problem is you eat more high protein, more high fat. And this is how you will never get rid of your carb cravings. Because in that way you don't nourish your liver. That's how it works. The next big thing, and I'm telling you it's a big thing, is diabetes and blood sugar imbalances. Nobody actually realizes how important the liver is, and that the liver is actually responsible for, or basically diabetes and blood sugar imbalances start in the liver. Nobody is realizing that, because the liver, as I just explained, one of the main functions of the liver is to store glucose as glycogen and then releasing that glycogen as glucose again to stabilize the blood sugar. So when your blood sugar drops after 1.5 to 2 hours of not eating anything, it drops. Your liver, in a perfect case, in a healthy human being, your liver would release glucose into your bloodstream to stabilize the blood sugar again. But if the glycogen storage are not available or not there anymore because it's so overburdened, so sluggish, all the storage units of the liver are used up for toxins, the liver is not able to release the glucose into the bloodstream to stabilize the blood sugar. What is happening then? Your blood sugar drops. So you have hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. And that's the beginning of type 2 diabetes, because there's this triangle of liver, pancreas, and adrenals. If your blood sugar drops, your adrenals have to produce adrenaline to keep you going. Your adrenals produce adrenaline to keep you going. That adrenaline is harmful for the liver because the liver has to soak it up, which is overburdening the liver even more. And it can't release, and the glycogen storage gets even worse because of that. This adrenaline is also scorching the pancreas, because adrenaline is toxic, it's acidic for the pancreas, so it's harming the pancreas as well. And on top of that, if your liver is not releasing glucose into your bloodstream to stabilize the blood sugar and you have hypoglycemia, your pancreas release more insulin. They try to push every single last molecule of glucose into your cells to give you energy, to help you to survive in that moment, basically. This is hurting the pancreas to a degree that you can get insulin resistance. And on top of that triangle, that you have the liver, the adrenals, and the pancreas weakened because everything started in the liver, basically. And then if your liver, I have to do a whole video about that, I just realized, because it's such an important topic, but if the blood sugar is dropping and your adrenals have to compensate for that with lots of adrenaline, it's weakening your adrenals as well. And the weakened adrenals mean they over or under produce adrenaline. And this means also under or overproduced adrenaline means that the pancreas also sometimes produce too little and too much insulin, which is weakening the pancreas even more. And this actually sets the stage for insulin resistance. On top of that, we eat high-fat diets, so our bloodstream is filled with fats. And the fats are interfering with insulin attaching to glucose and to tissue cells to open up. This is actually what's going on with diabetes. And it all starts in the liver. And nobody basically knows that. And it's so crucial. It's a sign that your liver is struggling if you have blood sugar problems. You can also have weight gain with a sluggish liver. It's one of the biggest signs that you have sluggish liver or pre-fatty or even a fatty liver, that you have weight gain, because the liver is not able anymore to process fat. So it starts to accumulate that fat in and around the liver, and then it starts to accumulate that fat around your belly, the visceral fat. That's where you first see that fat if you have a sluggish liver. This is actually where weight gain is starting. And this is actually not an exhaustive list. There's so many other things that are coming or that are showing up when you have a sluggish liver. For example, hot flashes, signs of a sluggish liver. So many toxins, so many pathogens in your liver. Your liver is not able to handle that anymore. You have more heat in your liver. Hot flashes, more heat in your liver. And the more toxins you have in your liver, the more heat there is. And the liver tries to expel that heat out of the liver. It tries to expel that. And in the moment as it expels that heat, you get hot flashes. So the more toxic your liver is, the more hot flashes you get. And it's not a symptom of menopause or premenopause. It is not a symptom of hormones. It has nothing to do with that. It is just a liver problem. That's all. It's a liver problem. Aging. If you age fast, aging is a sign of a sluggish liver. You know, all of these longevity experts out there spending millions on supplements and treatments, but they don't actually know that your liver, that's why it's called liver. It's not a coincidence that the word live is in liver. That's why the liver plays the most important role when it comes to longevity. Because as I explained, the liver is trying to disarm every single chemical that is coming into your body. Free radicals. You know, I think you know, that free radicals in your body, which is not only the free radicals that we get from carbon dioxide exposure, that we get from the exposure from the cars, we get free radicals from heavy metals, from pesticides. These are also free radicals in your body. And these toxins, they oxidize us. And the liver, one of the main liver's job is to neutralize these toxins and to help us not to oxidize. But if your liver is not in a great place, you age faster. That's basically what's happening if you age faster. It's your liver is struggling. That's why we need so many antioxidants also for the liver. The liver is thriving on antioxidants. That's why wild blueberries are so crucial, so good for your liver. These are just, again, this is not an exhaustive list. Let me just think about if I can find any other symptoms that are coming from a sluggish liver, but on the top of my head, I think I can't find any more. I think I explained a lot, and the reason there are so many symptoms and conditions that I just said. Maybe you find yourself in there. Now you realize, oh, I might have a liver problem. And even though most of these conditions are stemming from the liver, it's still very individual. And that's why I offer everybody a free discovery call. All that you have to do is to go to my website, www.theobergmann.com, and you can book a free discovery call there, where we will call you. We will talk 10 to 50 minutes about your situation and figure out if and how I can help you. If I can help you, we would move on to a second call, to a Zoom call for like 60 to 90 minutes, which is also called a strategy call. And in that consultation, I will show you specifically on how you can get rid of your liver problems and how you can get rid of the health symptoms that are coming from your liver. That's what I would show you there. And I highly recommend you doing that, because if you're not doing that, you're not targeting the root cause of what's actually going on in your body. You're not targeting what's going on in your body in the first place. And that means the underlying issues are getting worse. The underlying issues are getting worse in your body, and you won't get your health back. You won't be able to perform as good. You won't have so much fun. I don't know if you can be there for your kids as you would like to. I don't know if you can perform in your job or in your career as you would like to if you don't have your health. And if you don't take care of your liver, it's very much likely that you don't get better with these specific issues that I just explained to you. So I highly recommend to you, book your free discovery call. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.